Welcome to another episode of Sheer Restorations videos. Today we're going to be tearing down a single wide trailer with a couple of additions, a porch, and two decks. It's May 2024. It's a really overcast day but pleasant. I think the high today is about 74. These bushes are really overgrown, and the landowner was kind enough to offer to cut those back with a chainsaw, but um, we decided to take care of them with the excavator so they wouldn't grow back. We pulled them up by the roots. The front half of this house, or actually the single wide trailer, was probably in the best shape of the whole thing. This addition, I don't know if a tree had fallen on it or what, but it didn't fare so well. I go inside here in just a minute, and these rooms have, you know, stuff in them. But when you go inside, whoever lived there prior to this landowner loved to collect things. And that's an understatement. I was asked to save this dogwood right here. It's a really pretty dogwood. Got some concrete right here in the front. I apologize for the quality of this video. It was kind of dark in there and gloomy, but there's just stuff everywhere. Dishes, magazines, a lot of stuff. We're using a Case CX80 today to demo this house. I hope my new excavator comes soon. We've been waiting on it for, I think it's been 4 months now since we ordered it. I plan to do a review video on this machine and that machine. They're very similar, but a couple of big changes on it. Landowner plans to burn these piles of natural vegetation. So we're going to put them in a nice neat pile when we get done. In case you're wondering, I think I missed about 20 minutes of this entire breakdown here. Kind of the second half of this video is in time lapse to speed it up. I think this was 5 hours work. The plan is to get this where we can actually get in here and get the dumpsters close and make a nice big pile so that we can put the dumpsters on each side and kind of work from in the middle. Remove all the metal that we can, pile it up, kind of like this debris, and also the cinder blocks. So the front half of the house has a cinder block underpinning, and then there's random pillars all under the house. So we're going to try to separate those just so that you don't have to pay for them going into the landfill. There was actually a little surprise hidden right inside that corner where I'm working there. We had checked with the power company It was actually disconnected in two places on the transformer that comes to this house, or used to come to this house, and then the upstream transformer was actually disconnected as well. The septic tank is in the rear of the house, and we don't plan on going back there, so that wasn't an issue. There hadn't been any phone line, internet, any of that type of stuff here in years. It did have a propane tank at one time, but that had been removed and repurposed. So all of the safety stuff was taken care of. We checked the house. Nobody was in it. The only thing left to do is to knock it down. I'm not sure what kind of shrub, tree, bush that was, but I don't know too many people that plant things that grow that tall right up against their house. Kind of looked like a cherry laurel, maybe. If you know, drop it in the comments. I check these. Any other comments to make these videos better are greatly appreciated. And always hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't, please. I didn't include or forgot to record, however you want to look at it, tearing down that deck. But when I started right here, I heard a buzzing noise, or it sounded kind of like an alarm clock going off. And that pause you saw in the video was me wondering if electricity wasn't coming into this building from somewhere else. Thank goodness it wasn't. I guess it just didn't like being knocked off the shelf. But once we figured that out, it was back to putting the hammer down here. The majority of this video, or the rest of this video, is going to be in time lapse. So you won't have to hear me ratchet jaw very much longer. I'll check back in at the end, and hope you enjoy the video.
All right, we got it all piled up, all in less than 6-8 foot pieces. But right in here is where we hope to put dumpster number one. Right over there, along with that side, we're going to put dumpster number two. And we were able to save the pretty dogwood. Everything's crunched up pretty daggum good. I think it's going to be a lot to actually fit in two 30-yard dumpsters, but we're going to pack it in, see how it goes. We got a few more concrete blocks left to get up, but it's not that many. I enjoy doing projects like these. Yeah, there's in that area where the concrete blocks are that we need to get up, put in that pile. Here's one of our two metal piles. That's the frame out from under the single wide. And that's several other pieces of tin and miscellaneous metal. And the dogwood's still there. I forgot we had to knock down a dead pine tree there. So that'll be coming up here in just a second. This tree's somewhere between 60 and 80 foot tall and dead as a doornail. Been that way for a while. I had a second view of this actually down the hill, and I think the camera got too hot. So this is the only view I've got of it falling. But these things are awful dangerous. You gotta take your time with them. Be able to read what the tree is actually doing. If you go too fast, you're knock the top out of it and it'll come down like a missile. And we don't want that to happen. A lot of times they uproot. It's had a fair amount of moisture in the ground, but this one snapped off. And it was more than this excavator wanted to pop out the ground. Here's a random find we made here on the demo. If you're from West Georgia, that might look familiar, especially if you're from the Columbus, Georgia area. But we're going to clean this up, put it in a pile so it can be burned, and hope you enjoyed the video.